Hey y'all, I just wanted to make a quick video because I have a meeting in 30 minutes, so at least I'll know that it'll keep me down to a good time. I just really wanted to come on today and talk about I don't know how to say this. This is getting so difficult because it's just like, God, when he gives you a purpose and a gift and you're not using it, especially if that gift is to help other people, you know what I mean? You got to go through experiences in your life and you've gone through traumatic things in your life to be a testimony to somebody else, and you're not testifying and you're not helping the next person. It's not just about just giving charity. It's not about just the tangible things. It's about the spiritual things as well. And I'm struggling honestly because God has been pushing me like out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to get in people's business. I don't like to tell people the things that I see because my third eye is just like ridiculously open. It's been open I think most of my life. I've been told that I've been a different person for a long time, and I'm starting to see now, and it was told to me yesterday, like, it's messed up that you're not utilizing your gifts. And a couple of close friends and family knows that I'm gifted in certain areas. Like I can, I guess if you want to get all into, I don't really like to put names on things because it makes people have a negative thought towards things or whatever they perceive. So I just call them gifts, and you can figure it out. Who it resonates with, it resonates with. Who it doesn't, it just doesn't. But usually someone will be telling me a certain situation that's going on with their life, and I'm able to get a download from my higher self, basically God, all one and the same, from the ancestors, whoever, and it literally is like messages. And I don't open my mouth to say anything. I don't open my mouth to kill a person's joys or steal a person's dreams or whatever, because I just feel like, again, like I said, me and God go back and forth. I'm like, but that's their journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always hear about, a person has to go through their journey and their process and things of that nature. Like, I don't want to influence anything. I feel like the only best way to learn something is to go through the whole thing. Now, of course, it's good to have maybe a little bit of direction, or so to speak. Well, thank you, God. See, like now I'm getting downloads. So forgive me if y'all feel like I'm talking in third person stuff. Like, it was even hard for me to make this video because I'm being so transparent. But it's just, it is what it is. Like, I can't keep running from it. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. A lot of you feel this way. So this is a message for you as well. Start tapping in, because we living in a day and age where like people honestly think, like one of my favorite movies is Unusual Suspects. And one of the things that Kaiser Soze said at the end was not, I don't know if it was him or somebody said the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. And I don't know, and this is an older movie, and I don't know why, for the life, well, I do know why now, but for the life of me, I kept saying, why is that the only part that sticks out so prevalent? Like, it was like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, what does that mean? And I can see it nowadays. So many people are running to God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Pray, pray, pray. Stay pray to pray to pray to pray. Stay pray to pray to pray. I mean, you see all down your timeline. And I'm not knocking nobody. And I'm tired of leaving these disclaimers. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep leaving them. But after a while, I'm not, y'all. Some of y'all should know I'm not coming from a bad place of trying to crack jokes or do anything. I mean, if it's bothering you, then obviously it must be something your spirit is telling. That's why I said we got to get in tune with our intuition. It's okay to understand that something is out of line, and it don't always have to be an extremely bad thing. We run away from, because I don't need no more bullshit in my life. No. If you got to stop dealing with people, if you have to stop living a certain type of way because it's not impacting your life in a good way, then do it. Take baby steps to it. Nobody asks you to do shit overnight. Yeah, it's gonna be heartbreaking to know that you should stop fucking with this nigga, or you should stop messing with this shit. Yes, it's gonna be heartbreaking if you done gave time, money, love, effort. You done brought them around the family. You done brought her around the kids and this and that. And you like, what, this. And the fact that you got to deal with the fact that you were getting the red flags, but you kept pushing them away because you wanted this so bad. This has got to be it. You know what I mean? He or she may only got 3 out of 10, but at least something's on the board. You know what I mean? And we have to. I'm gonna be all over the place because it's just I get so many downloads. It's just ridiculous. So forgive me, but I know I got a meeting, so I'm gonna make sure I try to wrap it up. But we get these red flags, and the first thing we do is we say, you know what? No, maybe that's just my insecurities. That's me, not having trust. Me, just not believing in a person and all this other stuff. Instead of saying, no, this is not it again, you keep making the same mistakes because you haven't changed inside or emotionally or mentally. So you're going to keep getting the same type of dudes because you didn't set any boundaries. You didn't set any directive. People's like, oh, well, you got it. When you pray to God, you guys be specific. No, when you get specific about your needs, you don't even have to pray about it. And this is another thing, and I know this sounds crazy, but me and God have talks. Y'all know this. We talked about this before. And one of the things me and God was talking about, because praying should be a conversation. It shouldn't be you begging. Okay, so when we and God have talks, and one of the things, and God's funny. God is, y'all put God in this box as this, oh, so di-di-do. No, he talks just like us. God was like, it's just crazy how, like, y'all come to me, and it's always the same thing. God. He's like, and you're asking me to do something that I've already blessed you with. You already have the gift to rebuke demons. You already have the gift to, change your mindset. If you do that, you won't. I'm not needed because I've already. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we got to start taking responsibility and being proactive in our own life. We got to understand that the devil is not some guy, a red guy with horns and a pitchfork, and he's walking around and what's that? No. The devil is a most charming, best loving, uplifting person you can meet. But one thing about the devil is they come with confusion and chaos. God is not of confusion or chaos. So if you ever sitting here wondering, am I in the right situation? Should I do this? Should I not do this? If it coming with confusion about anything, if you confused about anything, if you have questions about anything, 9 times out of 10, that is the devil. If there's already chaos, y'all just starting to date and it's already problems in their life, that ain't got shit to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. You are not this person's mother. You are not her provider. You are not any of that. We all get into this mindset of, oh, I gotta save. God put me here to save you. First of all, it kills me, and this most of the stuff is coming from God, by the way. It kills me how people just know what's of God, and then all of a sudden don't know. You know what I'm saying? No, because God made me a good person. You're right, a good person. So who you need to be good too. It's nothing wrong with you protecting your space and your energy. Like I said, the devil is not coming around looking like, and his demons ain't coming around looking like gargoyles. No, these are people that are beautiful. These are people that smell good, look good. You know what I'm saying? Got their own place and, this and that. But there's something that's just not right. And you feel it and you know it because your ancestors, guys like, boop, boop. Y'all feel like heaven's supposed to open up and say, hey, stop. I'm going to reveal this person to you, and this is who they are. No, you're going to get a little nudge. You and a billion other people are pulling that guy's coattail. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one? Wasting time, wasting energy when you haven't set no boundaries. Because a lot of us didn't or don't know what we want. A lot of us are winging it. A lot of us are waiting for somebody else to come in and tell us, oh, this is what you're supposed to like. This is how a man or a woman or significant other is supposed to be in your life. This is the type of friends you should have in your life. No. You have to experience things and people say, no, I'm not feeling that. And it ain't about you being nitpicky. It ain't you acting like you too good. It ain't about you whatever. No, you have to set real basic boundaries. Simple stuff. Like, for example, at my age, at 41, My boundaries is I wasn't entertaining anybody that didn't have their own place. Why? Because my last relationship, that was something I learned from. I took certain things from other relationships, and I didn't take it over to knock the new guy. I took it over as a learning lesson. And see, that's where we get confused. We carry baggage over and want to blame the new guy because we allowed the old guy to get away with shit. Oh, you probably, what, you fucking another bitch? Like, you don't even, he was in the hospital with his child and couldn't answer the phone. Now you feel stupid and you look retarded. But if a person is starting out like that, you need to question that. Why can't we have regular communication at 40 years old? I had a guy one time tell me, we just started talking. You understand what I'm saying? Told me, and I would call him and he wouldn't answer. He'd text me back, oh, I'm not really a phone person. Okay, well then you're really not the person for me. Instantly. That's it. It didn't take me 2 or 3 days to figure out if I was going to be okay with it. It didn't take me a week to see, well, let me see if, because, I shouldn't stop talking. I wasn't talking myself down. I shouldn't talk, I shouldn't knock him because, I haven't been with nobody in a while. And you can't get mad. That's not too bad. It doesn't have to be too bad. It doesn't have to be traumatic. They don't have to be a completely fucked up person. But there's certain things that right there was a flag to me. Because I knew myself and I set a boundary. No, I was honest. I like to have communication with my man or whoever I'm dating with. I like to talk. I'm old school. I'm 40 years old. What I look like texting a whole conversation. First of all, I have too much to say to be texting any goddamn body. I could barely spell. The spell check ain't even working. Like, I ain't got time. So right then and there, you just weed through the bushes. Very nice guy, probably. But then again, probably not. I've been in situations where, a guy had a whole nother relationship and me going on that I had no clue about because spent all the time with me. Shit, I had one that lived with me. Had a whole nother relationship going on. And it was always a phone issue because they can't sit up there and talk with you if they sit next to homegirl. That's a no-brainer. It ain't the fact that, I'm bringing in, this is just how I am. Okay, well then be that way. I have a problem with that, so I can't do it. Doesn't mean that he's a bad person. Doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It just means that I have a boundary. When you start setting boundaries in your life, you will start to see that you can only receive. Only what can enter is what you allow to enter. If you have no boundaries, that's like living in a house with an open yard and a bunch of wolves are coming in. You have no fences up. You have no cameras, no nothing. You have no boundaries. You have nothing put in place to keep out certain energy. So it's going to keep coming in. And the devil is a what? This is too easy for him. Too easy. You think somebody being possessed is them looking demonic and spitting out their mouth and their head turning around 360 degrees? No. Absolutely not. These demons are smooth and suave. There's sex demons, there's alcohol demons, there's narcissistic demons, these are spirits. These are energies. And not one time do we sit up and talk to the devil in a person. You ain't got to cuss somebody out. Cuss out the devil. Push them aside because it's not them. Maybe we should start trying to do that. How about we start doing that? No, that sounds crazy, right? That sounds conspiracy theorists and all this other stuff, right? Okay, well, keep praying. Keep praying and keep begging and keep hoping and believing in the best in people. You understand what I'm saying? Do what you do. I tell people that all the time, and I get told, like, Marty, if somebody is coming to you for insight and you feel strongly about something, why don't you share it or say it? Excuse me, I've been juicing and I'm so souped up. Like, these natural juices and citrus, they are so delicious. So you could put like a hint of like agave, or if I like any, I like the way juice tastes and fruits and stuff naturally. I don't always have to have something sweetened, but it does taste good. You can put like cinnamon in. I got mint leaves. It's so good. Anyways, I'm detoxing as well. So, yeah. You know what I mean? And when I talk, I'm not talking at anybody. I'm talking from a place of experience because I can't tell you anything that I have not experienced. Don't let anybody come in your face and tell you anything about how you can be better at something that they have not lived through and experienced themselves. I get people research and study and everything. I still feel the best teacher is experience. So when I'm talking, I'm talking coming from a place of what I've experienced as well. Yes, I have friends and family that has talking to me about things, and I'd be like, "Ooh, red flag, no, no, no." But I still haven't come to the point, like I said, to where I just feel like I need to intervene. But God said you don't have to. You going about it the wrong way. Just plant a seed. Like, you probably need to think about that, sis. And that's what I do. I'll say something like, make sure it feels good to you. Because God is not of chaos and confusion. If you feel something, 9 times out of 10 is question it. If a person got a problem with you questioning something, that's the first sign that that's a problem. If a person can give you straight answers and they all over the place, that's a problem. Like I said, a lot of us, we're just starting out dating people. You should not be dealing with a bunch of chaos early on. Y'all supposed to be getting to know each other. Y'all supposed to be, uplifting each other. And like I said, and I started off before I went off on a tangent, and at this age, yes, I have boundaries. One of my boundaries is that, yes, you have to have your own place. You're not going to keep coming over I have a teenager. I'm not about to be bringing people in my life because I'm confused about what I need to got going on. I don't need him to see different people coming in and out my house. So you need to have your own place. Or we need to, if your kids are over there, we meet up at a hotel or something. Until I can get to know you, until, I'm saying, I know that this is what it is. And you're not going to figure that out in a couple of months. Definitely not the first and second month. But I've been there. I've moved a guy in after only dating him 2 months. And he honey, this man had me believing all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? I had changed my number. Had me, because the devil has the gift of gab. Because, I'm getting showered with gifts. But, but it was overlooked like, this is a grown man who rather have multiple cars, all this fancy clothes and all this other stuff, and, spend money on you and take you out to fancy restaurants, but he lives with his grandmother. That's not weird to you? Because you know what they'll say? Oh, she's elder, I'm helping her out. It's believable. It's believable. You know what I mean? But it was just other things about him that didn't show responsibility. Didn't have no kids. You know what I mean? When we moved in, I had to have a conversation with him like, yo, you should be paying half the bills, right? If you're going to live here. And it's like, oh, why didn't you just, just let me know what you need? No. That's not how that works. Like, I don't, I say, am I wrong for like, having this conversation with Justin? Because I feel like I shouldn't even have to have this conversation. Then it just, it just kind of just started going downhill from there. And then, I'm saying, the whole thing with the phone, like there were certain signs there. When on our first date, one of the signs, and like I said, some of these things may seem petty and seem like, we're overreacting or we bugging, but it's about those boundaries. I don't like a guy that is a heavy drinker. Definitely is a no-no for me. I don't know. I don't like it. It was around me a lot, especially, with our grandparents and living down south, and it was, it was always parties and stuff going on, and it was not a lot of interaction with the kids. Our grandparents and our parents, they loved us, but you know what I mean? We basically made up our own games. We was doing our own thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of, let's sit down at the table and eat type of, you know what I'm saying? So I just was like, I just don't like it. I don't like drunks at all. It's just, they become a whole nother person. It becomes disrespectful. It's just a bad energy. That drunken demon is a bad energy. Like, it's just bad. And I say that also because I struggle with drinking. Like, I likes to drink. I do. To the point now, I don't even get the same buzz out of it. I'm drinking and consuming so much more. And I'm sitting there like, now I feel like shit. So that's why I'm glad I started juicing. You know what I mean? I may have a little bit of wine, but heavy liquor, it upsets my stomach. So once you rebuke certain demons out your life, you can no longer consume it, and it starts to be uncomfortable. It starts to make you ill. But we'll still keep trying to consume it or what. That's a whole nother video because like I only got a few minutes. But I say all of this to say, guys, set boundaries. Okay? Stop letting people, for one, in and out your life. I had a call this morning, and I'm wondering, and like I said, it's disheartening, it's hurtful to be listening on the phone with somebody you care about and love, and they're saying that they allowed someone back into their life that has completely showed them who they were. Like, the devil doesn't, lie or just be like, oh no. I mean, they do. But I mean, as far as like who they are as a person, they're proud of deceitfulness. They're okay with it. And these people are walking around, and are ruining people's lives. And it's not nothing personally against you. It's just who they are. And we have to say, okay, no problem. But not over here or in this house. I have boundaries. You are not welcome. You no longer serve a purpose here. Thank you for coming by. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for giving me a lesson. Thank you for telling me what I needed to know. But we have to grow, and we have to move on. People are telling you and showing you time after time after time after time after time after time after time who they are. And for some reason, we figure, oh, maybe one day, just one day, they may be the person I need them to be. No, they can't. And even if they could, great for them. You should have been moved on by now. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm saying all this to say, just set your boundaries and stick to them. If you're tired of being hurt, if you're tired of being confused and you're wondering why me, what is going on, this is not you don't have no boundaries set. Set your boundaries. Right now, I'm in a place where I'm so scared to be around. I won't say scared. Like, I'm so uncomfortable to be around people. Like, I don't even really want to come out a lot because it's just like I'm seeing too much. And it's like, what am I supposed to say? It even angers me a little bit because I'm like, you should know better. Like, this is a no-brainer. But I can't feel that way because, you know what I'm saying, once people are possessed by insecurities and they allow these entities to come into their life, into their space, they just start sucking them dry. They're sucking their consciousness. They're sucking their common sense. They're sucking the love out of them. I know I've been there. I've done the stupidest shit for the wrongest motherfuckers. Like, I've been what? I had to have a talk myself like, bitch, I'm about to take your G card. I was about to take my street cred away from myself. And I had to remember who I am. And it's not on no cockiness, but it's like, no, I'm a dope person. Of course I'm gonna have somebody dope, and I require that. If my man is slipping in any kind of way, and I don't ask for much, and I'm just talking about like just basic respect, consistency, attentiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like, he drops the ball in any one of those areas, I address it. Love him to death. But anytime it comes to a point where I have to sacrifice my peace of mind and my well-being just because you going through whatever you going through, I can't do it. No disrespect. Sometimes we want to hold on and figure like, oh, this is it. Come on, let's be honest. Most of us don't go into something looking at somebody like, okay, this is the nigga I'm going to walk down the aisle with. No, we just like, oh God, he's just, and y'all got to understand, like, the devil is like the best level. Think about the best penis that you've had. Who did you get it from? The most fucked up motherfucker, right? Because he ain't got nothing else to offer. You understand what I'm saying? Of course he's going to master giving you the best head. Or she going to master giving you the best head. Of course it's gonna be. I remember one of my homeboys, like, but at least he was honest with it. And see, this is another thing. If you cool with getting, fucked over or dealing with certain type of people, live in that truth. My boy, this is one thing. Shout out to my homeboy. I can't say his name because I don't want to put his business out there. But shout out to him. He was like, look, I like low self-esteem. Matter of fact, a couple of dudes told me this. One of them was, what I'm saying, is very close friend. He's like, I love dealing with insecure women. You know what I'm saying? I love dealing with gullible women. I like dealing with what was the other one? porn stars. That's what he called them. He was like psychotic. He's like, I've even dated someone that was strung out on drugs. I was like, damn, that's a little deep. Yeah, this chick, he knew that she liked to do drugs, but the sex was good. So he was like, yeah, it doesn't bother me. I'm not in a relationship because, you know what I'm saying? It's the choices that I make. But, yo, I got to go. I'll probably do a part 2 just because I had a little bit more to say. But, yeah, y'all set boundaries. And if those boundaries get crossed, leave that person alone, whether it's friend, family, or significant other. Listen to, if you get in some type of red flag about that, slowly step back a little bit. Sometimes we just jump in things too much. You don't even have to just dismiss a person or whatever, but step back a little bit. Stop doing so much and not getting anything in return as far as respect, as far as truths. You know what I mean? It's not, like I said, it's not always about a tangible thing. It's just about basic human courtesy. And if you can't get that from somebody and they're telling you and they whatever, let them sit in their own messed up toxicness, because I'm telling you, they're bringing in certain demonic energies and it's stealing you of common sense because you're doing things that you would normally not do. And that's what's hurting you and upsetting you so bad, because you feel like you're stuck in a place because you don't even know how you got there. You're like, what the fuck? I know better than this shit. But the thing is about when you bring those people in, now you possess. Now they're taking over your thought. You're not making conscious decisions, and that's not cool, nor is it safe. All right, so over and out. Got to do this corporate America thing, but I shall be back. All right, y'all, over and out.